Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Onyanta here, and I know it's been a while since I've been on this platform, like months and months. I think 4 months now, and for the life of me, I can't tell you why I've not been on here. I guess life happens, but I'm back today to mark a very special occasion because it's been exactly 1 year. It's been exactly 1 year, guys, since I moved from Lagos to Toronto, Canada. So that's Lagos, Nigeria to Toronto, Canada. And for those of you who have been with me since the very beginning, you know that I started this channel basically talking about my immigration story and the process I used to get here. So I'm going to spend today telling you on this 1 year anniversary what I love about Toronto, Canada, and the things I don't really like, but I have to learn to live with. So stay tuned for all the deets. Welcome back, guys. I'm not going to waste any time, so I'm just going to dive right to number one of what I love about being here in Canada. And first and foremost on my list is bi-weekly salary checks. Yes, I like my money. So yeah, back home we get paid at the end of the month, one lump sum, but here in Toronto and I guess also in the US, you get paid every 2 weeks. So bi-weekly you get paid. So I get paid middle of the month on the 15th and I get paid on the 30th. I don't know why, I just love it, but it just gives me joy. You know that feeling you get when you like get that credit alert, that ding ding ding, you just check account balance. Oh my god, yes. So twice a month makes it so much fun. Getting that salary into your account every 2 weeks just keeps me, you know, feeling like, yes, I can groove, I can ball. Don't mind me, I used to save my money. I don't gonna be spending everything. So bi-weekly salaries is definitely number one. The second thing, number two on my list that I love so much is the fact that it's such a cosmopolitan city. Just looking outside, you guys can see the view, right? Like, it's such a big city, so vibrant. You get people from all walks of life, so many nationalities, age groups, and it also has that Lagos energy vibe where people are just going. To tell you the truth, that's one of the reasons why I picked Toronto, Canada, because I was like, where is the Lagos of Canada? And it was like, Toronto. You need things done, you come here. The third thing I like about being here is the fact that the people are really open and friendly to an extent. They are open to bringing you in. I've made some very good friends over the last year. Shout out to Lumi, who basically like brought me into his circle. I'm just saying, like, if you find the right contact and you're an outgoing person and you're like sociable, you will be okay. So don't be too worried and scared about coming to a new country, because all you just need to do is know one great person and the rest, as they say, is history. Number four is the seasonality of fashion. I love to dress up, guys, and the fact that they have so many seasons here makes your wardrobe so much spicier and eclectic. Like, you get to like wear different things based on the weather. So when it's getting colder, you can wear your knee-high boots, you can wear your turtlenecks, you can wear your big fur coats, you know, just be all bougie and look all expensive. I'm not saying that the other seasons don't make you look that way, but like, you get what I'm saying. When it's cold, when you need to keep warm, you get to wear layers, so you can put stack on stack on stack. And then in the summer, you get to wear your skimpy stuff, allow some fresh air, get some tan. I don't need tan, I'm fine, so I avoid the sun. Sunscreen is my best friend, but hey, some other people need it. Anyway, so yeah, I love the fact that you get to change your outfit or your wardrobe based on the season. Now I'm just rambling, but you get my point. You get to change your wardrobe based on the season. Another thing I like about being here is, unlike most countries in Africa, like, we don't really have like a well-structured public transportation system. So if you've traveled a lot and you've been to big cities, this will not really be a big deal to you. Like, I've been to London, New York, and other big cities, so you get this, but they're public transportation system. So here they do have the TTC, that's the underground train. They have the buses, they have the trams, they have the Ubers and the taxis. You can ride your bicycle, you can skate on the road. Like, you have options of getting around. You can have your scooter. I've seen some girls with their cute scooters. Like, it's just fun. So you get to choose different ways of moving around, and that for me is just nice. And you can take long walks on the street without getting scared that someone is going to run you over when you're not looking. So yeah, it's just easy to get around, is what I'm saying. So, you know, you don't need to be like, I've been here for a year now and I don't have a car. And I don't need a car because I can get around easy. and affordably as well. So you have your Presto card that you can use to get on all the public transportation. So that is great. So I love the fact that it's well connected and you can get around easily if you're downtown. If you live outskirts in the suburbs, then I guess that might be a bit more tricky. But within downtown Toronto, yeah, it's easy to get around. This next point, I can't even remember what number I'm on now, but yeah, I like the fact that it's close to the US. Granted, the US right now is not exactly the best place everyone wants to run to, but like it's still a place where I have like a lot of friends, family, acquaintances, and it's just a place where you can have fun. So hopefully the political climate dies down there and things get back to normal and COVID and everything goes away. Being so close to the US is actually quite great. I still need a visa. Sadly, as a permanent resident, I still need a visa to go to the US. But the good thing is that when you apply for a visa here, you get, I think, 10 years, 5 to 10 years. So I have my visa interview appointment next year. I'm going to do that, and then I don't have to worry about that for a long time. So people can be inviting me for, like, you know, spring flings and all the fun stuff. Ignore me. Guys, now, the list. I know you guys want to hear what I don't like about living here, but I am learning to accept as a part of life. Number one, taxes. It's not like we don't pay taxes in Nigeria. We pay taxes, but these people here are not playing. When they calculated how much taxes they'll be removing from my money, I was like, hey, Jesus Christ. Am I working for the government? Am I a civil servant? Am I like a private employee of a multinational company? Especially in Toronto, like Ontario has one of the highest provincial taxes. So they have two types of taxes, guys. They take the federal tax and the provincial tax. And each province, the tax is higher or lower depending on where you are. Toronto has one of the highest taxes. So I think in combination, when they take out taxes, they take over 35% of my hard-earned income from the gates. So when you are negotiating, you are coming here, you're negotiating for your pay, negotiate hard for the after-tax figure. Don't be thinking about the whole beautiful lump sum. Deduct all the taxes. Know what you're actually going to be taking home, because if you allow them to shock you, you'll be you'll be crying every month because you're working for government for free. So yeah, that has been a bit of an adjustment. And then it doesn't just stop there. After they charge you on your income, then everything you buy, you get an extra 13% tax. So together they are charging almost 40 something or 50% of your tax, like, because you're just paying money everywhere, like for water, for food, for credits, for bills, everything. You're paying 13% VAT. Like, I'm like, yo, these people. Then they'll say healthcare is free. It's not free. I'm paying for it. I'm not saying I don't like it though, don't get me wrong. They have the infrastructure, the roads are good there, you know, but it's still painful, sure. So negotiate wisely. Then of course I'm from Nigeria, so if this is not on the list, then I don't know what I am, but I don't like cold. Even before I was in Canada, I didn't like cold. People that come to my house, I turn off the AC when it's getting too much. I'm like, you know what, this AC is too much. I reduce it to like, I take it up. I take the temperature up to like maybe like 27 or something, so I get warm, because I hate the cold. So the winter here is a bit brutal for me. So what I do is that I don't go out a lot during winter, which I have to be careful about, because that's when you tend to put on weight. So I try to work out and stay active, but I avoid going out at all costs. Like if I'm going to go out, I'm going from point A to another person's house, straight inside. There's no walking down the street and doing all those nonsense, unless I really have to, maybe to go out for grocery shopping or whatever. And then of course you can also dress warm. You can wear your big jackets that protect you from cold up to like minus 40 degrees. That's all fine and good, but I hate the cold. So my point is, I don't like that part of the weather. If I could skip winters, if I could travel out of the country every, I don't know, January, end of December, maybe into January, February, I'll just cut out and leave them here, and then I'll come back when like things are getting back there. So yeah, I don't like the cold weather, but maybe some of you like it. I do like the white Christmas, the fact that everywhere has snow and it's all nice and beautiful to look at, but that's where it ends. Inside my house is like inside oven. My heater is on all the time. I'm wearing stockings, I'm wearing sweater. I don't play. The third thing I don't really like about being here is that it's very easy to exist on credits. Credit means borrow money. They are so quick to borrow you money. You can borrow everything. You don't need to, you can buy house without having the full amount. You can buy phone without having the full amount. You can buy car without having the full amount. Like, you can just be collecting credit and you'll be paying back monthly, and before you know it, every like a huge part of your paycheck is going towards paying loans. It's good in the sense that you get to build like a credit score where they get to like give you bigger loans in the future where you actually need it. But you have to be very careful on how you make these choices, because you don't want to be too leveraged, which means you're owing too much money, so you have to pay back a lot of money over time. But it does make life easier. Unlike back home where you needed to have like the full sum to buy anything. If you want to buy a car, you have to have the full money. If you want to buy a house, you have to have the full money. But here, at least they make it worth your while, and also the interest rate isn't so bad. I'm not saying I don't take loans. I will take loans probably next year, but I'm just going to make sure it won't inconvenience me paying back. So think about the interest rate, think about the payback plan, think about what you're making as opposed to what you'll be paying every month. So just make sure it makes sense. Don't let them catch you unawares. Another thing I don't like, but this is common in every big city as well, is the fact that the apartments downtown are very tiny and they're very expensive. If you want to live in the middle of everything that's happening, you have to pay plenty money. If you want to be further out, you get more space, but then you're far from everything. So it just depends on you and your personality. I am the kind of person where I want to be where everything is happening, so it's paining me that I have to stay in a small place. Not really small, but like, you know, it can be bigger for what I'm paying. It can be bigger. So yeah, the size of the apartments, the condos are quite like, they're quite steep for their size, but what can you do? That is the price you pay for living in a big city anywhere in the world. Even Lagos in some places. Not all, but most places. The UK is another story. Those ones, you can live inside a shoebox. Another thing, and I think this will be the last thing, so I don't bore you guys too much. It doesn't affect me yet, is parking. I don't have a car. And I've been existing fine because I work from home, I don't need to drive around. But people that own cars, like, first of all, you're paying monthly insurance. You finish buying car, they'll force you to pay one plenty insurance. I'm like, shogbo me, what is it? Then you'll be paying, everywhere you go, you need to park. And then parking is not free, because people always need a place to park, and you can't park on the streets. If not, they'll give you a ticket, or they'll lock your wheel, or they'll tow your car. Anything can happen, so you have to just be paying for parking everywhere. So it just makes the cost of owning a car a bit more expensive. It doesn't make sense to me. Not that it doesn't make sense to me, it does make sense, but I don't like it. So essentially, the things I don't like are the things that cost me money. Has anybody noticed that? You're not making me spend money, I'm perfectly fine. But once you start making me just spending money anyhow, be like, what is it? Leave me alone now. Anyway, guys, so that has been my content for today. That's everything I have to tell you for the things I like and the things I don't really like, but you know, we'll figure it out. So let me know if you're planning to move here to Canada. It doesn't have to be Toronto, whatever your story is, or if you've already moved and you have questions you want to ask. I think I've been here long enough to answer some of those questions. Hit me up in the comment section. I will definitely try to get back to you. And please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? You know you want to. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye. Here, and I know it's big. All you just need to do is all you just need to do is know one great person, and the rest, as they say, is history. Writing me for, like, you know, spring flings and all the fun stuff. Ignore me.